As someone that has dedicated the past 3 years of their life in the crypto gaming niche, I know it all. I mean, I've gone over 110 projects covered in a single video, in a single take. I'm someone that dedicates so much time to crypto gaming that every time I give these top token videos, people always ask me the burning question: why does this happen, or why does that happen? In this video, not only am I going to be giving you the top tokens that I personally am looking at right now, but I'm also going to be explaining what is going on in the crypto gaming space. It's been bleeding for quite some time.
Oh my god! Oh my god, you must have sat on a nail or something.
I'm not here to moonboy ya. It's been tough going, but there are specific reasons as to why specific things are happening, and very exciting things coming for Q4 and Q1 of 2025. I'll be explaining this all in this video. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is Solana Games. I joined the Solana Games Ambassador program earlier this year. Why I think it's really important to mention is because of the fact that there are many different chains giving out big grants to go ahead and cover crypto gaming. Crypto gaming very much is still alive from the marketing front, but focus has definitely shifted. In terms of Solana Games, for example, we do have coverage, but right now they're very much focused on the meme coin front. Fees all over the board are just so much higher with meme coins right now. But we have begun to see some meme coins begin to slump, which may indicate a possible altcoin season. So here's what I'm doing. First off, I'm still farming crypto gaming airdrops. How this goes ahead and ties into TGEs, which are token generation events. This is when a token just goes ahead and launches for the first time. It goes to market. They put their liquidity on there and everybody can go ahead and buy. This is the best time to buy crypto. There's too many people out there that all the time they ask me in the comment section, I was late to this crypto. I bought this crypto at all-time high prices and it went straight down. Okay, you got in late. That's exactly what happened. There are very few opportunities that the public gets to actually get into crypto projects before they even launch. And one of those is through crypto gaming airdrops. I have been farming them extensively. For those asking me, I've made videos on this before, so I won't go too deep into it. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. We are definitely farming these very heavily. I am right now top 40 in the Super Champs leaderboard, for example, with over 6 NFTs. Nothing too wild, of course, depending on your net worth. I know there are people out there that definitely aren't as well off, but I've been fortunate in the crypto industry to be able to build up a portfolio that I personally am proud of. So I am farming crypto gaming airdrops that allow me to buy NFT assets for an advantage to go ahead and farm more of this airdrop. The way I picture it is, if I think a crypto gaming project can hit a certain valuation, I mean, we compare it to many of the other TGEs that have happened in this industry, then I think I'm going to be able to get a good amount of money off of it. A great example of this, if we actually go and check out some of the projects that have launched recently. The first one is Pirate Nation. This one got onto Coinbase, has a $183 million fully diluted market cap right now. Market cap, not as much important when you're farming an airdrop. It's always about that fully diluted market cap. 183 million would place the NFTs over at Super Champs at about a 3 to 4x. That's 300 to 400% gain by farming this every single day, which would make me a very rich man if this ends up actually going through. It goes half, then of course put your price predictions half. But these crypto gaming airdrops, you need to have some sort of conviction in the actual token play rather than just playing the game for the sake of playing the game. You need to know that this token has potential, because if it doesn't have potential, then you're wasting your time right now. There are a lot of hype cycles going on in the crypto gaming space. One of them is on Avalanche right now. Avalanche right now is sitting at $20, actually doing excellent, up 75% over the year. People ask me, how do I go ahead and get exposure to the DeFi industry? Because I'm a DeFi YouTuber, right? Cover all kinds of DeFi plays. I have another channel for this dedicated to it. How do I get into DeFi, but also have exposure to gaming without all that risk of what if gaming doesn't work out? I always say the same thing. Avalanche, some of these L1s that are building very heavily into the gaming front, but understand that, you got to go ahead and expand into other avenues. These are the ones you want to get into. Avalanche has been killing it. They have this technology. It's called subnets. You don't need to know too much about it, but all it means is that these blockchains are going to have crypto gaming tokens on them. They're going to be building their own, and they're all going to be very happy campers. They're going to be building on AVAX, which, of course, to get some of that AVAX money, We all love that AVAX money. Right now, they're at $8 billion market cap, $14 billion FDV. They're doing pretty good for themselves, to say the least. And so AVAX, to me, has seemed, sentiment-wise, pretty positive and has outperformed a lot of the market. It's undervalued in comparison to where it was at its all-time high. And that's why I personally think, as a crypto gaming project, Avalanche, if they become the top crypto gaming project, they didn't shy away. They didn't paper hand. When Polygon ended up moving all their games over to Immutable, they stuck it through. They kept going, and because of that, they secured some of the top games in the crypto gaming industry. Off the Grid is one of them, a next-generation cyberpunk free-to-play battle royale game. I can't show you the gameplay. I have played it. We have an NDA, so can't disclose what the gameplay looks like, but I think it looks amazing. And Off the Grid has become pretty much the most hyped game in crypto gaming, coming out later this year. Why it's exciting? It's battle royale, 150 people going at it. The game looks and feels incredible, and it's going to be on console. Consoles have been infamous for not really supporting crypto games, and yet Off the Grid being so good that it is going to be there. With this being said, as an investment, if Off the Grid comes out with anything, this is where you need to get into the full speculator bubble. Do I want to buy a crypto game for the sake of it just being a good video game? The answer is never yes. You invest into things off of an investor's standpoint, if you think it's going to make sense to invest into. In my opinion, not financial advice, I personally won't be investing into Off the Grid because I am not someone that would play religiously Off the Grid. If I did, and I was really into battle royale games, then yes, it would make a lot more sense. Games like this, they allow you to craft skins for actually participating within their play to earn economy. That ends up giving you solid income. They've got other cool things going out there, but for the most part, Off the Grid is a game you want to get into if you're going to be an absolute diehard for Off the Grid. Not for me, but definitely for other people. Other cool titles coming out on Avalanche, MapleStory Universe. MapleStory is one of the biggest MMOs of all time. I mean, an absolute killer MMO. They're coming to the blockchain with MapleStory Universe. Very similar story to Off the Grid. If you're someone that's going to be playing a lot of MapleStory, then this is perfect for you. These are tokens that are going to be coming out. In my opinion, it's a die-hard chain. AVAX is a very, very die-hard chain. I'd rather own the overall ecosystem play as AVAX versus these tokens, but I still think for people that are grinding crypto games right now that these are excellent opportunities to begin to look into. Another one, Beam. Beam has been excellent, up 143% over the year, has had a very aggressive correction as most of the crypto gaming space has had, but it's just been a solid performer. Recently, we heard, and I made a video on this very recently, Immutable X closed down their official marketplace. Is it time to panic? Is it time to sell all of your IMX tokens? No. All it means is that Immutable X is shutting down their official one and third-party marketplaces are coming into the fray. And what is the biggest third-party marketplace potentially coming into the Immutable X ecosystem? Well, it's Beams. Beam right now has a collaboration between Polygon, Immutable, Merit Circle, and Avalanche. Avalanche being their biggest one. This is where they started, but yes, Beam is going to be interoperable with all these different blockchains. Immutable, it's the biggest gaming coin right now. AVAX, it's the biggest ecosystem that includes gaming, and Polygon used to be, back in the day, the biggest, but does offer some super cool technology with their Polygon ZK EVM and their CDK. There's complicated stuff. You don't need to know what they are, but what you do need to know is that these are important to building the blockchain. And the blockchain is exactly where we want to be. Beam is building the infrastructure for these crypto games and these crypto gaming markets. And if they can tap into this with Sphere, then they are going to be doing very well in the peak bull market this time around. Other things you should be looking at right now. Xborg is going to be launching on the 19th. Full disclosure, I am invested into this one, as I am with many different tokens. I own over 40 different angel investments into crypto gaming tokens. Am I a lunatic? Yes, I am a lunatic, but I'm a lunatic that understands where to go ahead and place their bets most of the time. You gotta go ahead and place it onto many different baskets to see if you end up getting a win. Very different from holding tokens over the long term and buying them in the open market. Totally different investment strategy versus an angel investor and someone that invests into an open TGE. What I would say when it comes to something like Xborg, should you buy the second this token launches? The answer is maybe. If you're someone that can snipe, yeah, that would be great for you because this is launching on decentralized exchanges. They're doing something different. I like teams that are doing something different. They're trying to be big into this player identity protocol where people own their own data, can sell their own data. I think that's awesome and all. What's more important to me, though, is that you understand how to play a token TGE right, how you play it right when this token inevitably ends up launching. The right play to play is by waiting a little bit, by waiting for this whole dip and, pump shenanigans. All these different crypto gaming tokens have tons of manipulators when these launch, right? Everybody wants to cash out. Everybody wants to buy. You wait for the people to cash out and then you end up buying. So wait a couple days, get your export tokens and get ready for whatever comes next. Other things I'm looking at, Aether. We invested over $50,000 into Aether nodes and tokens and everything in between. This has been one of my big hitters on the channel, as you may or may not know. I think Aether nodes are going to continue to kill it. You can't buy these anymore. But what I will say is we will likely begin pushing node sales later this year. Not right now. I don't think right now is the perfect time for node sales. But I do think once the market ramps up, node sales are once again going to be another pivotal point for the crypto industry. Nodes will be able to offer people, just like these play to earn airdrops, an opportunity to get into these crypto gaming coins before they even launch. And Aether absolutely killed it with their checker nodes. We're not earning too much money right now, but the airdrops are adding up through the staking, and it's looking a little bit better than it did yesterday. In terms of crypto gaming coins that I want to accumulate actively, Ronin is one of those coins. Ronin is a no-brainer for me. I think a lot of people in the crypto gaming industry go ahead and cover this coin because not only is the valuation not crazy, but this is from Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity, they're the guys that actually made the crypto gaming industry what it is today. On Token Terminal, if you check the actual amount of people using Ronin and interacting with Ronin every single day, it is enormous. I mean, Ronin right now has 1.7 million active users. And before you think they're robots, first off, I'm sweating, so leave a like for the sweat. But second, right now, 1.7 million active users is a lot in the crypto space. They have the most by far, and it's not all fake. There's definitely a lot of real users there. I personally played, had no problem to get matchmaking on any of the different games on the Ronin network. So very clearly, it is looking really good for Ronin in that regard. They don't have a crazy amount of speculators, which is their weakness, but they sure as hell do have a lot of users, and that can be leveraged in the future to prove that they can be the top crypto gaming chain moving forward. Problems that they have right now is they don't have enough crypto games to go ahead and have enough chances to have that moonshot opportunity. But knowing Ronin's track record in the past, it does seem that as a chain that's come back from the dust, that they have a lot of potential for their crypto gaming chain. I don't want you to get confused though, because you can't just invest into all of the top crypto gaming chains and expect insane returns. A good example of this is the high inflation that is currently plaguing the crypto industry. The Sandbox right now is at a $561 million market cap. Does that make it better than Ronin? Does it make it better value than Ronin? It absolutely does not. Over the past year, they have just been absolutely tanking this entire way through, and that is because of what has been happening with their token unlocks. Right now, the Sandbox still has got quite a bit of inflation that has plagued them. The Sandbox doesn't actually have a lot of users though. They have the opposite problem of Ronin. They don't have enough users. They have speculators because they were a crypto gaming project that was really hot last cycle, just like me right now. But right now, they're just not as crazy as they were before, and that's a big problem. I would say if you're very concerned about these things, please go to Token Unlocks. Make sure that you're someone that understands these crypto gaming tokens and when they are going to unlock. For example, 𝐂𝐫𝐲𝐩 over here unlocking 2.3% of their entire supply just opened into the market. It's very scary. And that's going to bring us to the sponsor of this video, DApp Radar. There's someone that give you pretty much all the resources you need to be successful in the industry right now. They have DApp Radar Pro. I mean, this is a project that has been around for a really long time in the crypto space, giving analytics. They tell you what you need to do for airdrops, how to participate within them. They tell you all about the tokens that you want to go ahead and buy. They give you reports. Last one was in March, 20% more gamers, giving a little bit of perspective here on the crypto gaming industry. This was back when Matrix Fire had launched. Matrix Fire actually being an absolute killer play place. They had a TGE for their actual, Matrix ecosystem token this month as well, which I did go ahead and look at. Gives you tons of analytics here. Quests, which I personally have gone ahead and done. For example, this one is extremely easy. You just go ahead and visit the page and just follow, them on Twitter, and you get access to a lucky draw of the TON ecosystem and just many other crypto gaming plays right now. They give you information on the amount of people using a particular blockchain. It can give you a picture of the most used blockchains. For example, Terra right now on Ronin, Ethereum, Pixels, 𝐂𝐫 going out there right now. I own 𝐂𝐫 nodes, so I would love to know more information about them. The most used by unique active wallets. It isn't a full-on indicator on how many people are playing it, but does give a good indicator on how many transactions are going through within the crypto space and just so much more. I mean, look at these industry signals from DApp Radar. So I'm actually going to go ahead, leave a link in the description if you are interested in getting access to these analytics. They have a Radar token. It's the utility and governance for their ecosystem, and right now, the #1 discovery platform for dApps and Web3 projects in the crypto gaming space. It's all about how much access you have to be able to do your due diligence properly in the crypto gaming space. And talking about due diligence, we have Ember Sword. I mean, this is a project that I personally roasted because who knew that Ember Sword released their token? If you look at the Ember token right now, so we've got about, what is this? A $1 million market cap, a circulating supply of a lot, and a 24-hour trading volume of $1,000. That is nothing for what was supposed to be one of the most hyped crypto gaming projects in the entire industry. They went ahead and moved away from Immutable and went to Mantle. Why do you think they did that? Well, the truth is that their NFT sales have not been going that well. They're getting desperate, it seems like. A little bit down bad, so to say. And so they've gone ahead, moved over to Mantle. All the IMX holders are paper handing all of their NFTs right now, and it's not looking good for something like Ember. So you don't want to buy something just because you go ahead and see that it was a project that was super hyped back in the day, and, if it launches now, it must be still super hyped. It doesn't matter when this project was super hyped. If it's not hype right now, then I don't care about this project, unfortunately. I am a DGen, and the DGens know where it is. There are a couple cool gaming events that are happening in the very near term. They might spell catalyst for the crypto gaming space because these crypto gaming companies like to announce things during major in-person events. One of them is Gamescom, which Games 2024. This is happening in Cologne, Germany. It's happening August 21st to August 24th. So very, very soon. For example, we have Aether over here, which is going ahead and doing some big announcements, as you could see right there. So do pay attention to these. The other big event I would say is Token 2049, happening somewhere around that September 15th to September 21st area. So do keep your eyes peeled for announcements surrounding these specific dates. And last thing I want to talk about to inform you on is high inflationary coins. There are coins in this industry right now that have very high inflation. Some of them being Gala, the Sandbox. You'll see that these are the coins that you need to be worried about because there's a lot of unlocks that are going to be coming to them, which is why I cannot stress enough. Go to token unlocks, search the token you want to invest in. For example, let's say you wanted to get into Ember. Okay, well, they're not popular enough. Let's say you want to go and get into Immutable X. They have to be here. Okay, good. So I click on Immutable, and I'm going to go ahead and immediately find the price, the token unlocks. There's a good amount unlocked, right? That's 79%, which is an excellent thing. You're going to see when these unlocks are going to be happening so you can be a little bit more well-educated on when I should be concerned about the price potentially declining because these IMX tokens are sold off. For their ecosystem development, that's about $40 million that are going to be unlocked on the 6th of September. So you go ahead and pinpoint these dates to see if there are corrections to get your entry. I don't want you to just blindly buy into a token and hold it forever. I want you to buy when it makes sense, when the unlocks happen, when the dumps happen, so you can be that person that buys afterward, gets the opportunity before the bounce, and goes ahead and makes the most potential profit in this crypto gaming space right now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Leave a like for the sweat on my forehead. Until the next time, stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.